If you're watching this and you've ever failed at business, get ready to be encouraged. Today, Tom Burket shares a story of a company that he started years ago called Lollipops. It's a lollipop company that ultimately failed and he had to shut it down. But look at the pride. Listen to the pride in the process and how much he values what he learned. Today, he runs 3 wonderful companies. It was a success. It's time to get up and try it again. Listen to the guy.
I think it was in 2009. Trent, my oldest, was 2.
Mm-hmm.
Lila was just being born.
Your youngest, yeah.
You know, they had some kind of health issues, dietary restriction stuff, and my wife one day, I'll never forget this. This was the 26th Avenue house. We pull up, and I think Trent had like a cold or something. She goes, "Man, I wish they made a all natural cough drop on a lollipop." You know, so because you can't just give them a cough drop, they'll choke. And I was like, "Oh, that's actually an awesome idea." So we discussed it a few more times over a couple of days. And then I have a buddy that's kind of in like the pharmaceutical world. So I called him. So, you know, I'm a contractor. I don't know the first thing about pharmaceutical manufacturing, like step one. So I kind of pitched the idea to him. He loved it. And so we formed the 3 of us formed this little Lollipops company. And Leslie in the beginning kind of was in charge of the marketing. My buddy Will kind of helped put the ingredients and find the vendors and suppliers. Actually, the main manufacturer was this old candy company in Massachusetts. That's the oldest family-owned candy business. So we'd send all the natural ingredients to them, and then they'd ship it down to us. It was a really cool learning experience. And in the beginning, Leslie was getting on mommy blogs, and we were marketing that way. And kind of the peak of Lollipops is that through those mommy blogs, Parents Magazine reached out to us and did a free article talking about it. And we were we were in some stores, but 90% of our sales were online. And, you know, this is 2011. So kind of at the advent.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Of
so you're coming out. Yeah.
Like
okay.
Amazon's kind of coming out of the gates. I think it was before Shopify was even a thing.
Okay.
So that was really cool. And throughout the entire life cycle of Lollipops, I was the fulfillment. So I had this 10 by 10 room at PJ Callahan that had all the Lollipops that we would pre-package at home on the weekends, and we'd get the online orders, and I tried to just do it twice a week, you know, and then
we get consumed by it.
Yeah, USPS comes, I'm like, here you go, ship them off. So it was cool. Like it was something that I didn't have any experience with that type of like retail sales kind of world. And it was kind of the beginning of online sales to a certain degree. So that was cool. Do
any, you know, kind of off crazy question, but what emotions come to mind when you think about that experience?
I like pride. It was cool. It was something, it was the first company that we ever, you know, Leslie and I ever did together, but really the first company that I even did kind of like ground up, not really knowing what we're doing, just kind of shooting from our pants to our seat. And we did have moderate success with it. You know, and then it was just one of those things that at that point we had 2 kids. The 3rd kid was kind of on the way. Leslie got offered the job at Northwest as the children's minister. So then she kind of backed out. Will was starting his skin cream company. He had tremendous success.
Your
with
other
that.
partner. Yeah.
Here I am, you know, go from a team of 3 to kind of like, I'm just in the warehouse here.
And you're still working at PJ.
Oh, still running PJ Callahan.
Running PJ, so, good point. Running PJ Callahan.
But no, I loved it. It was a good experience. I wouldn't, if you told me do it all over again, I probably would, because it was cool.
I think I have a new nickname for you, the Curious Contractor.
Yes.
That's it, the Curious Contractor.
Go down that rabbit hole.
The Curious Contractor. But that's, so after shutting down Lollipops, like what did you change? Did it change from the lessons you learned there? Did you change anything different with the new businesses?
I think it piqued my interest in technology. Like, you know, as we started off, I mean, again, this is before Shopify. So initially it was just kind of like a ragtag website. And then Shopify came out. I don't know if you're familiar with Shopify, but
a little bit.
You know, it's like a on e-commerce platform for small business. So I think sometime in like 2014 or 15 is when we moved on to Shopify, and I was like, it was like night and day, you know, it's awesome. So that kind of piqued my interest with some of these things we talked about earlier, PandaDoc, Procore, leveraging technology to make all these businesses I'm doing better and more efficient, because time is so important. So like with PandaDoc, cutting the typical proposal preparation time from 2 hours to 30 minutes. Keep in mind, we do 400 or 500 of those a year.
Yeah.
That's a major time saver, and it's made us more efficient and able to send out more bids.